Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to our first ever antiquing in the Midwest is what we're going to go with right now. Maybe that changes, I don't know, but that sounds good to me because we're going to be all over the Midwest hitting up antique stores. So yeah, so today I figured what better way than to start this series than to start it at our own shop, one we know, kind of a little test, kind of show you guys exactly what these kind of series is going to be like. Because if you're expecting a tour of all these shops, that is not how this series is going to go. That'd be like 2-hour videos, and I think that's just something that's kind of crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the store, we're going to walk through the store. I'm going to buy stuff. Not today, obviously. I'm not going to buy stuff in my own store. It'd be kind of weird, but I'm going to buy stuff. I'm going to go through, talk about stuff, you know, even prices, condition, you know, how easy it is to shop, customer service, all that stuff as I'm going through the store. Again, today won't be doing that, mainly just touring the store today actually, but not doing a full tour, not stopping and looking at every item, making sure you guys see everything, kind of just giving you guys a rundown. So when you guys are coming out, you guys can come see these shops. I'm going to make sure I include all the information for the shop. So today you're going to see something like this up there, just to give you an example of what it's going to look like, so you guys can see, you know, check them out, maybe their Facebook page, call them if you see something you liked, all that stuff, and just see, you never know, maybe they ship stuff to you. You know, I mean, I know not everybody's from the Midwest, so yeah, like I said, that's what this series is going to be like. So we're going to get to the shop. I got a GoPro, so help me out with the GoPro. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know how the video was. If you guys, if there's something I'm missing or I should be doing, let me know. Never had one before, so giving it a first try. I figured no better than to test it at our own shop, so that way I don't waste a good shop on a bad video performance by my GoPro. So yeah, I'm excited to do this. I am ecstatic to get out and about and start traveling a little more, but I did want to kind of do a test run first before we do off and do, you know, the actual shops that are going to be, you know, featured on this series. So yeah, let me know what you guys feel about it in the comment section, but hopefully you guys enjoy this. Again, I'm all for feedback, so if it's something I didn't do, please, you know, throw it in the comment section as well. So, all right, guys, let's get out to the shop and see how it is. All right, bye. All right, guys, so we're heading into our store. I know you guys have seen the front of our store quite a bit, but I don't know if you've seen Nashville. So we're going to kind of run through and show you guys a little bit uptown here. Obviously, our store is right here, but we're going to run through, and we've got a nice little bakery across the street that just opened. There's a bar a couple buildings down that has really good food that people buy quite a bit. But yeah, like I said, this is a little outside of the front of our shop, kind of a little of a rundown of what we're going to be end up doing when we go to all these other towns. We got Boardroom Antiques down the road there. We're going to hit up them as well at some point in the video. We got Shirley's Chuck Wagon down there, which is a nice restaurant. So yeah, we kind of want to give you guys a big rundown of what we have to offer in town when you guys come to shop with us. And again, we're going to be doing the same thing to all these other towns. Good places to go eat, so you guys can make a trip of what you guys go out and do for antiquing in Michigan or the Midwest. So, all right, guys, let's head inside.
All right, so let's get running through this shop. Now, I know I didn't want to do a voiceover, but with the music playing, like I said, I'll talk about later on. I know YouTube makes it tough to have any kind of music in there. So look at those free hands with the GoPro. Like I said, we are working with the GoPro quite a bit now to kind of make sure we get nice clear videos. Hopefully not so shaky. We got some nice coin collection there. We got a nice vendor that does coins quite a bit. She does really good over there as well. Great customer service by that lady. Always waving hi to people and talk to people as they come in. She's the best customer service person I've ever met. I might be a little biased though. Nice little showcase there full of glass. We also have a great candle lady that does homemade soy candles for $8, which is a really good deal. And she sells out quite a bit, she sells quite a bit. We actually had a couple vendors in today, which I think you see one of them right there. That was Dave. He's in there helping. But yeah, like I said, we'll go through and check out these booths. This is a very, and again, I say this because I'm really going to repeat what I hear from customers, because I'm kind of, again, you know, being our own shop, it's a little different, but we get a lot of compliments for being a very shoppable place. A lot of open area. We don't have a lot of people crammed into one spot. Vendors don't cram their booths full of material or of items. So it's very, very shoppable, which is, you know, which is a huge compliment. That and customer service is two things that we get complimented on quite a bit. So those are two things that we really pride ourselves on, is making sure you can shop our store really easy, as well as you're taken care of as a customer. But yeah, as we go through here, I did pick out a couple items as I was going through. Again, this is going to be totally different once I go to another shop. When I'm in this shop all the time, it's a little different. And as you'll see, I'll be clipping throughout the video as well. So do prepare yourself for that. I didn't want to do a full tour. I do want to avoid that. So yeah, don't think, when I skip around, it's mainly because I didn't want to do a full tour. Those are too long of a videos, and I don't think you guys would enjoy them as much, or maybe you would. I'm not sure. But hey, we got this nice little blow mold here. It's an angel blow mold. I'm surprised Amber still lets it happen in the store, but I think she already has that one. But for $40, it was actually a really good deal, considering what you see. The prices you see for blow molds anymore is something that's, when you see one for less than $50 anymore, it's actually a pretty good deal. Another thing I like about our shop too is that you'll always find booths with discounts. I've been in many shops that you go through and there's no price. Everything is either it is what it is or it's 10%. Now the booth we're looking in right now is a 30% off booth. I mean, it really helps out and it makes it a lot more easy to buy stuff from there, because we understand that everybody's got to make money and everybody wants to make money, but you also have to sell stuff. And so when you put a nice little discount up there, it really, you don't think it means much, but it really does. A customer, it means a lot for them to save 20, 30%. So yeah, this booth right here, there's a lot of nice primitives in. I was really enjoying. She does a really good job. She has a really good eye for when she's out picking and going to auctions and whatnot. So you could tell she has a really good eye going through, and her prices were very, very reasonable. But yeah, other than that, like I said, going through here, having 2 floors really is beneficial as well. We get the one complaint we do get at our shop is the stairs. We have 25 stairs from our main floor to our upstairs. That is probably the number one complaint, but it's only 25 stairs, and it's always easier to go down than up. And we always haul stuff down for people, haul stuff up for people, for our vendors. So I mean, it's one of those things where we don't really look at it as a negative. I guess exercise can't be a negative sometimes. For us, it's something we like to, we like to walk the stairs all the time, especially in the winter when it gets cold in the store. It helps us stay warm. So, but yeah, coming up here is a really nice mobile oil lamp, or it's not oil, it's oil globe. There you go. I think she has 335 on it. It might be a little much on it, but I still think it's a really cool piece, and that's something I'm going to be doing too, is highlighting prices and kind of talking about those as well. Again, when I have to keep reiterating that this is a test on this, how this series is going to go, it's going to be totally different once we go to shops and I can go through and see more items, and more items I haven't seen all the time, especially, and I don't really want to, talk too much about pricing to our vendors and whatnot either. It makes it a little awkward. So, but past that, I mean, this booth right here is a really nice booth as well. A lot of nice Christmas stuff that they're clearancing out. We have nice furniture here, which is something they pretty much live off of with their booth, is making sure they have nice quality furniture in there. Then here's another booth that was 20% off. And honestly, there's a few things I was looking at, and I think I have a couple of them coming up that I honestly I would have bought, but again, I'm not going to buy it from my store to resell in our store. That doesn't make much sense. So there is things that I look at, I'm like, oh wow, they have a really good price on that, and it's discounted. I mean, that's one thing our vendors are so good at. They are really into selling. They don't want to just have a booth to show off their beautiful pink Fenton picture set. They put really good prices on them to sell them. Yeah, you're not going to get them for dirt, but you're also not going to be paying the top dollar you could be paying for some of the stuff that's out there. So when you can get a nice piece for a decent price, it really helps out, and it helps sales out, helps vendors out, helps the store out, helps the customer out. So records are something that I'm coming up here that I always go through. These prices are really good. They're anywhere from $10 to $20 a record, but you got really good bands in there. I mean, I believe there's a ZZ Top one coming up, Joe Walsh. I think there's a Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. There's a bunch of really good stuff in there. And the prices are appropriate. I mean, they're pretty much exactly what I price them at, which is, you want to sell them, but you don't want to make sure people ain't paying top eBay prices either, because nobody likes that. Everybody wants a deal. And if you can give them a small deal, that really means a lot. The Snowman blow mold there is a really nice one as well. That's about $100 and $125 blow mold, and that's pretty much what they have it priced at. But they do have 20% off, which again makes me think Amber's going to look at that a little more, and I'm sure it might end up at our house at some point. But yeah, past that, I mean, you're looking at a lot of nice stuff. Our store has it gets a lot of great compliments about this exact same thing, about being quality, good stuff, good customer service. All stuff that I'll be looking for when I shop at these other places. And especially with the way the world is nowadays. You go to Walmart and you don't feel like they want you there sometimes. They don't care. The workers are just there to make a paycheck. But when really you come to small businesses like this, and I've been to many other antique stores that are the same way, they care about their customers and they want to make sure that you're taken care of and that you're going to come back and spend more money there and be a consistent shopper there, because that's how we stay in business. Yeah, this thing right here, I love this thing. This lion lamp globe. She must have just brought this in, because I was like, man, this thing is sweet. And look at the price on it. Honestly, you kidding me? $24 it looks like. That is crazy. To me, I would have, if I was in another shop, I would have bought that. I would have bought it and I would have brought it back to the store and probably put $50-$60 on it. Again, I don't know. That's just stuff I see that I'm like, man, this is that's a really good deal, and I thought it was a really cool piece. Yeah, but coming up here, we got more, this is just another well-designed booth, and that's another thing we like and we hear a lot about, too, is the people that decorate their booths. It's very clean. They usually stay to the seasons, so you'll, especially her, right now she'll go red here in the next couple weeks. During fall, she's orange and browns. I mean, she literally changes out everything in there to match the color, which I think is just absolutely cool. I think that's a great idea as a vendor, and it's definitely a tip I wish other vendors would take on as well. But yeah, right here is more just, she's a very quality vendor, you could tell, and the prices are right on point, honestly. They're not overpriced. She's always wanting to sell. That's the thing. It's like, if you're going to be in this business, why just show your stuff off? You want to make sure you're selling. You want to make sure people are buying. You can bring new stuff in. It's just the way it should be. But yeah, we're going to roll through here, back around front, and then we'll head upstairs. As we roll through here too, like I said, there's a little more, we got a little newer stuff there, the Funko Pops. We like to, out front of our store, we like to make sure we attract the kids with the Funko Pops. The moms are usually already in there anyway, happy to be there. And then we try to get the dads with something. So we try to get, the mounts. We'll have deer mounts or turkey mounts, and really trying to, get every person that comes in and really attract them to, when they walk in the door, they're excited to see there. Of course, we got to show you guys a t-shirt. We got plenty of t-shirts left. We sell a bunch of them, but there's always some in there. They get your antique fix on M66. But like I said, you'll see those wearing around town every once in a while. And then, of course, I got to show off, I might be a little biased, but probably the most beautiful employee I've ever seen right there. Yay. All right, guys, let's head upstairs. Again, this is the complaint. This is the one complaint we get for our shop, is that we have a lot of stairs you got to walk up. But again, it's worth it, because our upstairs is actually bigger than our downstairs. So it's one of those things where, you're going to, it's 25 steps. It's just a little exercise. You'll be okay. But I tell you, that's the one thing we hear about, is just those stairs. But yeah, once you get upstairs is actually bigger than the downstairs. So you'll see a lot more up there, and it's good quality stuff. But yeah, come up here. He sells a lot of these. We have a lot of farm machinery, but like I said, we're a rural area, not, so it's one of those things where people are always looking for farm equipment, farming toys, for the kids, and he sells those really well. The John Deere tractor there for $65. Sometimes I'm always surprised how much those tractors can go for, because I used to have them, I didn't have them, but I used to see them all the time as a kid, and man, I wish I could have grabbed those and held on to them. Right here, there's a lot of really beautiful glass in here, and I mean absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you got Fenton, you got Depression, you got Carnival, you got Murano. I mean, it's really, really nice stuff. He is another one, but his prices are right. They're right there. They're right where they need to be. They're not overpriced, but they're also not underpriced either. These lusters right there, those are really cool. Those are just gorgeous. And $350, I've seen them go for way more than that. So So yeah, those are, again, beautiful pieces that would be a great addition to anybody's household. Yep, and if you don't hear in the background, that's Eliza singing. But yeah, other than that, guys, like I said, this is more, like I said, you're going to see a lot more glassware here, more pottery coming up. And so, yeah, as you go through here, I want to show you guys a little bit in here too. I've been on the lookout a lot more for the vintage clothing. So when you get these vintage clothes right here, like the jean jackets, you don't think much of them, but we sell them all the time. Just, you know, as long as they're priced right, but you get some of those older ones, they can go for 50, 60, 75 bucks sometimes. Again, right there, I think she had 30 bucks on it, if I've seen it right. Don't have my glasses on. But yeah, like I said, she is another, you know, another thing I always like to look out for is the vintage clothing. So that's something I'll definitely be looking out for when I go through. And as you guys can see, like I said, we always have nice lanes, very shoppable. And I'm looking for that in other shops too. I don't want to have to, you know, squeeze my way through stuff and miss out looking at stuff because I'm trying not to knock something over. The Christmas booth is always a very popular booth. Something we always look through when we go to other places, the old Christmas stuff, because that's just something Amber's really into. So, but again, that stuff is always discounted, usually 20%. So anytime anybody's, you know, we sell that stuff year round. Yeah, there's more stuff coming up here from booth 25. Again, very, very reasonably priced. She's actually out of Ohio and has a spot up here in mid-Michigan. So that's something that's kind of a unique thing about our shop. She actually drives up from Ohio to tender a booth, and she always does really well. These are actually really cool too. Coming up here, I was just we watch tons of Christmas movies around the holidays, and you know, if you ever watched The Christmas Story or A Christmas Story, you see Ralphie's dad gets a can of Simon Eyes. So I seen that and had a little chuckle. And for only $4, I mean, for the nostalgia and the joke, I was like, oh, that's great. Again, if I was in another shop, I probably would have bought it. There's a lot of things I'd buy in our store, but again, I don't ever want to resell from our own vendors. That's just that's not good. That's not good. Good in my opinion to do. So, but I could. I mean, because like I said, our vendors price stuff really reasonable, and we sell. That's why honestly, that's obviously why we sell so well, and our vendors can always bring more stuff in, and always have a really big turnover. Another compliment we get quite a bit is the turnover we have in our store is quite amazing compared to other stores because of the pricing, and that the vendors get more money, they go buy more, bring more in. I mean, it's really the circle of the antiquing business. Pyrex, that's another thing you'll see too. I always look for Pyrex when I go through shops. You guys, when we get to these other shops, I'm telling you, you're gonna really understand what I'm talking about when I go through. I have my eye on so many different things when we're looking, and like I said, I'm really hoping to keep these videos about 15 to 30 minutes long. But I know sometimes that's gonna be tough because I do look at a lot of things when I go through, and I mean our store again a little different because I'm always looking at our store for stuff, but. Yeah, other than that, we got another side upstairs to go through, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the new videos and these content coming out, because the antique stores we run through, I'm telling you, you guys are going to love some of these shops we go to. You know, and hopefully we come home with some good stuff. You know, that's another hope as well. But yeah, so that's another thing, kind of sneak it through there. The old comic stuff, old toys, 80s toys are another thing I'm always looking for. You know, being born in 1984 is really one of those things that those 80s toys are something that really sticks with me quite a bit. So I always have a hard time passing up stuff like that. And comics is another thing. Like I said, there's just so many things in that category that I look for personally, not for the store. For reselling for the store, I look for everything. But personally, those 80s toys, old wrestling stuff, you know, the video games, that's going to be what I look for. So when you guys see me buy something for myself, that's going to be along those lines. This is really cool. This is a carnival wheel. I believe I know I get a price on it. $48 again. I think that's a killer price. I mean, I've seen most of those go for, you know, $75 to $125. So again, he has a really good price on that. And most of the vendors, and I'm sure it's most shops too, they work with you on price. So if you see something for $50 and you're like, you know, I wonder if they take $35. It never hurts to ask. I mean, as long as you're not, you know, if it's not like you're taking a $50 item and offering them $15, that's just insulting. But, you know, anytime it's 20 to 25%, I don't think it's too terrible to ask. You know, ask if they take deals, because some vendors just want to get rid of stuff. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, they need to make money too, and that's something that they want to do. So make sure you know, if you like something, ask. I thought this was hilarious. This is the hillbilly weather vane. It's like just a horse, like it's like a really badly made weather vane. But I thought that was hilarious. She must have just brought that in, because I got a good chuckle out of that one. You know, you'd be surprised how much stuff you miss even when you're walking through the store all the time, and people bring stuff in daily, and so you're always seeing new stuff, and so it's really interesting what people find sometimes. I think she said she found that at an auction, so that was I had a good chuckle. She said she wanted to redo it all, and then decided not to, and thought it'd be funnier to call it the hillbilly weather vane. So yeah. Keep going through here, and she's another one. We have multiple resellers that come in to buy just from her, because she prices her stuff so cheap. I mean, you'll see stuff. It's shocking to see stuff over $10 in her booth, because that's just what she does. She buys cheap enough where she can actually make really good money selling it so cheap. So if you're buying stuff cheap, you can sell it cheap, which makes it a lot easier to sell to to the customers. This booth, which we've talked before, could use a light, because especially in the winter, when it gets dark at 5:30 in Michigan, you're definitely going to want a light to lighten it up a little more. So that's something we probably could do in that booth. Like I said, I can give small little tips like that. But like I said, I don't want to trash too much out of our out of stuff, but she could definitely use a light in there, because it was a little dark. But as we come up here, this guy is our Hot Wheels guy. He sells Hot Wheels like crazy. He's been a collector for a long time, so he's just kind of thinning out his collection to buy more for himself. So that's the best part about this whole thing. These Hot Wheels, he's always the one I call for Hot Wheels. And I say Monday like you guys know the day. Coming up here shortly, I am actually going to a gentleman's house for a huge Hot Wheels collection. So I'm going to record that, and hopefully that goes well, and I'm bringing home some Hot Wheels. So Patrick, if you hear this, just know that I might have a whole bunch of Hot Wheels coming, and I'll be giving you a call. This is a newer vendor. She has a lot of good old Christmas stuff, the aluminum Christmas trees, lots of old Christmas ornaments. She did really well over the holidays. Again, but she's priced pretty much right where it needs to be. So it's one of those things where there's not a lot of wiggle room to resell or, to go to that stage as well. This guy right here, it seems like he had really good picker prices. So if you're looking for good quality primitives and antiques, he has really good prices on his stuff. That's another one that he does really well as well. And again, when we get to these other shops, I won't know how they do. So that'll be interesting to see as well. He sells stickers out of there, man. And I tell you, he sells stickers like crazy. $1 stickers, who would have known? But I love it, because at our shop, you can't really cater to one party. Like if it's an antique store, you can't just cater to women. You can't just cater to men. You can't, we actually have great stuff for kids, great stuff for men, great stuff for women. So you're getting everything out of this whole shop. And so you're not just getting one point of view and one side of this whole thing. You're getting everything. So yeah, guys, we're just about ready to finish up on this here. Again, just kind of passing through, seeing everything. But yeah, this is kind of what it's going to be, but me talking a lot more about a lot of items and about a lot more prices on stuff too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour, because again, this is, just something we live with every day. This is our shop. So to me, stuff I see every day might be a little different for you guys. So I know when we get to these other shops, it's going to be a lot different, but hopefully you enjoyed this little preview. And then, let's get on to the old outro of this video, and hope you guys enjoy. But please stay tuned, though, because like I said, I would like you guys to make sure you listen to what I want in the comments from you guys, to give me some feedback on what's coming up and whatnot. All right, guys, we are back home. Now, normally during this part of the video, this is exactly where we'd be showing you guys what we bought, what exactly we're going to do with it. Are we going to buy? Are we going to, keep it, resell it? How much should we pay for it? How much we're going to make off it? So definitely going to be doing that as well with this series. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't want to do long tours of these shops. I want to make sure that they're short and sweet. That 15 to 30 minutes is where I'm really looking to be at. So in the comment section below, let me know, was this too long, too short? Was there enough content?
again, I want to make sure you guys enjoy this series because I'm going to be all over the state and all over the Midwest. So I want to make sure each shop we visit, you guys get exactly what you need to get out of it. And hopefully, you know, maybe visit these shops. And because I don't want to do big tours. I want you guys to see a little preview, enjoy it, and be like, man, we really got to go check out that shop. And then hopefully go out and support these businesses that are out there because there's a lot of amazing antique stores in Michigan and also the Midwest as well. So yeah, guys. Hope you enjoyed a nice little tour of our shop. I know Amber was in. You guys got to say hi to her for a second. The voiceovers won't always be there, but when music's on, I can't do the audio straight out of the GoPro because obviously we'll get copyrighted by YouTube. So we had to do a little voiceover on this one, which is okay. So yeah, if you guys liked it, man, throw a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below with your thoughts on the shop, as well as feedback on the GoPro, and then of course what we just talked about with the length of the videos. So yeah, do that. Subscribe, comment, like, share, all that fun stuff that you guys always do great at. Thank you so much. And when you guys get some time and you want to come out and see me or Amber and get your antique fix on M66. See you guys later.